system really reflects what students know. It makes them accountable for the power standards we are trying to teach. It allows them to be successful in all aspects of their learning and take control of their learning.
Making mistakes in school a good thing or a bad thing?
It's an awesome thing,
Why is making mistakes a good thing?
because if we don't know what we've done wrong, we can't fix it.
So think about it. LSATs, MCATs, praxis exam for teachers in the United States, bar exam for lawyers, CPA exams for accountants, driver's license tests, auto mechanic certification exam, pilot's license tests are all allowed to be redone over and over and over again for full credit. High stakes, fully reflective of the larger responsible world kids will one day enter. They're allowed to be done for full credit over and over again. How pompous is it for a classroom teacher to say, my quiz, this paper, this test, this homework is so indicative of the larger world of responsibility that I'm trying to teach you, and so high stakes, it can't possibly be redone. You don't have a pedagogical leg to stand on.
When a student gets a 3 in your class,
It means that they're at proficiency,
so
that they're doing well.
now, is it possible to get an A if all you ever get is 3s?
Sure, yeah, it is.
You got to get 3s on at least 9 out of 10 things just to get an A. You need to get 3s on 8 out of 10 things to get a B. The only answer to you didn't get an A or you didn't get a B is, oh no, I had a chance to learn it and retest. I chose not to. Poor grades at this school is literally you saying to your parents and yourself, I chose not to learn it.
How important are learning targets, Mr. Tromka?
Learning targets are so important. It helps teach us, and it helps us to give specific goals and where we should be. It helps us to give an understanding of exactly what we're learning and why we're learning it.
And how often should kids know the learning target?
They should know every day exactly what they're doing and what they're supposed to be doing, and once again, the reason why they're learning what they're learning.
So some of the students worry that depending on what teacher they get will be what it is they learn. That's not the case. The teachers selected the power standards and I can statements together. You have the exact same set of learning targets in every class. So it doesn't matter which teacher you get. Not only that, you have the exact same assessments at the end. You need to know exactly the same stuff. You have to do the same exact stuff. And that's the power standards and I can statements. And it's the same no matter what teacher you get.
Some teachers will rationalize, well, they don't do this at upper grade levels, so we're not going to do it here because we're trying to prepare them for the upper grade levels. What those teachers are really saying, whether it be high school teachers talking about college, career training, or military, whether it be middle school teachers talking about high school, elementary talking about middle, doesn't matter. What they're all saying is these students are going to be exposed to inappropriate, miserable conditions later. So I'm going to make them miserable now so they're used to misery all along. This is not a tenable position by a highly accomplished professional educator. The thing that's going to best prepare them for college or for high school or for middle school or whatever grade level it is above the level you teach is if they know their stuff.
Nothing that we teach that we haven't spent a lot of time talking about, is this a very important thing for our students to know? And the answer to everything we're teaching is yes, it is. You have to know it before you get to high school. We want you to be the most successful high school students ever so that you can be the most successful university students ever.
I think it's great because it doesn't penalize you for getting something wrong the first time.
The power standards are helpful because they tell us exactly what we have to learn.
It's beneficial to the kids that don't get as good of grades, and it's great that you can retake stuff if you want to do it a second time to try and do it better.
This is the end of the grading period, quarter 2. How many of you are aware of what your grade will be this particular marking period? Okay, so you've looked online and you've seen your 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, and you've been able to tell? All right, that's amazing. Thank you.